Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here, and welcome to Get Ready With Me Wednesday. I do this every week with my girl Kat. Me and her have been doing this for quite a while. Hey Kat, I can't wait to see your video and see what you've been up to, and I hope that you are doing well. I love you so much, and thank you for always doing these with me. Today I thought we would get into a new palette that I got. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so excited for this. So excited for this palette. I have not been buying a lot, but when I saw this, I just had to get it. And this is the GLAMLITE Chucky Crazy In Love palette. Is that not the coolest freaking thing ever, you guys? And look at the colors. Let me cover this up. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm so excited. So if you want to see me get ready for work this morning and try out this new palette, then stick around because I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, thanks for wanting to hang out with me for a little bit. I want a giveaway from Katie's Corner of the World, and I got these beeswax like chapsticks. This one is, well, not chapstick, moisturizing lip balm. This one's vanilla bean. So I've been trying to remember to use these in the morning and also before I go to bed at night to keep my lips moisturized. Dion loves makeup. She always uses chapstick and she swears by it. She says her lips have never been softer. And so I try to remember to use it all the time because I want my lips to be like soft and beautiful and not dry and crusty. All right, so this is the little card that came with the palette, the Rays, Chucky and Tiff. I remember the first movie scared the crap out of me, but after that, they kind of got I don't know, not as scary, I guess. Chucky X GLAMLITE collection, the most killer collection in history, created by GLAMLITE's proud LGBTQ+ vice president, inspired by the ultimate killer doll love story. This collection celebrates the inclusivity, diversity, and beauty in all of us. I really love that. Love has no limits and knows no boundaries. Anthony. That's so awesome. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And I just can't wait to get into this palette. Chucky, Legends Never Die, in honor of celebrating the 35th year anniversary of Chucky. Are you kidding me? 35 years? Chucky and Tiffany have teamed up with GLAMLITE to create the most killer makeup collection in history, inspired by the infamous killer doll love story. The Chucky X GLAMLITE palette is all you need to create endless to die for makeup looks. It's time to blend for your life and play to the end. That's so cute. All right, what am I going to do first? Let me prime the face. That would probably be a good idea. I'm using this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, Prime on the Go. I took this with me to Vegas because it's Prime on the go and I was on the go, so I took it with me on vacation. I just kind of put it on like this. It's early, guys. I'm tired. So I had to take my son to urgent care the other day because he had hives all over his body. I think I used too much of this. That's okay. We're going to let it set in. I feel like I got a piece of hair somewhere. That's going to... Where is it? I lost train of thought. You guys. Oh, so the other morning I woke up and I was getting ready for work and my son comes out of his room and wants me to scratch his back. And he's got hives all over his stomach, his neck, his chest, his back. They were all over. And we've been dealing with this kind of stuff since he was little. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I use a little bit of this just to kind of... I put a little bit under my eyes. And then in my smile lines as well. And then just kind of right here on my cheek where sometimes I tend to notice a little bit of my pores. So I try to use this to fill it in a little bit. But anyways, we've been dealing with this kind of stuff since he was little. I remember when he was a baby, and I can't remember. I think it was a Go-Gurt. Because he was, I can't remember, maybe like 6 months, 7 months. And he was just starting to get into like a little bit of solid foods and baby foods. And we had given him some Go-Gurt, and he got hives all over the place. There was one on the back of his neck. And you know, like when you get chicken pox, if you've ever had chicken pox, you know that before they scab over, they have like this like pus pocket. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what the hives looked like. And there was one on the back of his neck. And I swear, you guys, I thought that thing was going to bust because it looked like it was a balloon just growing, growing, growing. And so we had to take him to urgent care, and I had called the on-call nurse, and the on-call nurse said, you know, to get him to the emergency room, and that if he stopped breathing, to pull over and call 911. Well, my ex-husband freaked out when I said that, and so he was like hauling ass down the freeway to get to the hospital, and he wouldn't let me put my son in his car seat, so I was carrying him with me because he was afraid that he was going to stop breathing, you know? So, he was like allergic to dairy at the time. And he kind of grew out of that because now he can have cheese all the time and he doesn't have any issues. But it's rough because this doesn't happen like all the time. So I'm trying to figure out what's causing it, and I just don't know. I just don't know what it is. I don't think it's my laundry detergent because people have asked me if I got new laundry soap, and I did. I ordered these like sheets from Avon, and I've been using them for like a month now. And this just happened a couple days ago. So I don't think it's that. And then I thought maybe it was the hot Cheetos. And he has hot Cheetos often and doesn't have a reaction. But I asked him just to kind of stay away from them for a few days, just to kind of, you know, see, because you have to try things to find out. And he's had allergy testing. But when it comes to like being allergic to foods, a lot of times they have to do like food challenges. So we thought he was allergic to eggs. To find out for sure, we had to do a food challenge. So I had to make some scrambled eggs one morning. And then we went to the doctor's office, and we were there for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, because you go in and he has to have like a little bite of the scrambled eggs, and then you have to wait like, I think it was like 15 minutes. And then you take a little bit, you give him a little bit more, and then you have to wait like another 15 minutes, and then a little bit more. And every time you give it to him, it gets a little bit bigger bites, you know? And then the last, you have to wait, I think it was like a half an hour at the end of the day, because they want to make sure that if he did have an allergic reaction, we would be at the doctor's office where they could, you know, help him and figure out what it is. And then at one point they thought nuts, and nuts is not a really good allergy to have. Nuts can cause you to have your breathing affected and your esophagus, your airways close up so that you can't breathe. Like my uncle John, he's allergic to bees, and if he gets stung by a bee, he has to give himself an EpiPen. When Junior was little, we had to carry an EpiPen everywhere just in case. And we had to have one at the school and everything like that. But for the nuts, we did, I'm going to use my, what did I just do? I used the Creme Shop. It's a Flex Brow in brown. I got this from Avon, and I've been using it to put on my brows, and I'm really liking it. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams No Budge Shadow Stick. But, what was I saying? Good Lord, I lost train of thought. Oh. They thought he was allergic to nuts, and nuts do the same thing with the airways. They close them up, so you got to be really careful. But we took him in for a food challenge, and I went to the store and got Nutella. Where is my e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush? But we took him in, and I took Nutella, and we had to do the same thing for the food challenge. You know, you give him a little bit, and then you wait, and you give him a little bit more, and then you wait. And he didn't have any kind of reaction. They said hazelnut is like the best one to like use for the food challenge, which is why they said to get the Nutella, because Nutella is hazelnut, obviously. And he didn't have any reaction. So not the eggs, not the Nutella. So like, it's just, allergies are a pain. They really are a pain in the ass. But when we went to urgent care, she said that it could be like if he's wrapped up in the blanket and he got too hot, that could cause it. Or she said some other things too, and I can't remember exactly. I left work that morning because when he woke up, I gave him some of, well, it's not Benadryl. It's kind of like Walgreens generic version of Benadryl. I gave him that, and then I also drew him a bath with some Epsom salt. And I had to go to work. So I went to work, and then I told him, I said, if you have any issues, if you start to notice any problems with any kind of breathing or anything, call me right away. And he texted me a little bit later and said, Mom, I think we need to go to urgent care because they're not going away. So I came home, I left work, came home, got him, went to urgent care, got him seen. They like prescribed some, I think it was Zyrtec, to give to him. So we got that, and then I went back to work. But I just wish I could figure out, I was going to put should I put my foundation on, or should I just go in with the eye look? Let's just go in with the eye look. I'm going to use a little bit of this powder and set down the shadow stick. But I just want to figure out what it is that causes this, because it doesn't happen all the time. And I feel super bad for him when it happens, because they're like all over the place. And he's so itchy, you know what I mean? And like, I can't imagine what that feels like. I mean, I can, because I had chicken pox when I was younger, and man, that was freaking miserable. So I can imagine it's probably the same kind of thing, like when you have chicken pox and you're just itchy and you got all these things all over you and it's just miserable, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel bad, and I just wish that we could figure it out without having to do, you know, because when he was little, they did this allergy testing, and what they do is, what color am I going to go in with? I think I'm going to go in with Scarier Than Ever, which is this one right here. And I'm going to put that in the crease. But, so I had to take him to get allergy testing when he was little. Like, I can't remember exactly. Ooh, this is a little darker than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. We can blend it out. And what they do is they like have like these needles that they stick you with, and some of them they do on your back, and some of them they have to do on your arm. And when he was little, it took like, I think it was like 3 of us to hold him down, because they had to stick him, like, there was, I think it was 4 and 4, so it was like 8 times, I think. And they stick you in your back, and then you have to wait to see if it produces a reaction. And his back looked so bad after that. And he was just, it was really hard to watch, because I can imagine how much it hurt, because getting one needle sucks, but to have to get stuck that many times, and then to have a reaction with it. So there was parts that were bubbling up like welts on his back, and were going to be itchy, just like when he would get the hives, you know? And so that's why they thought that, you know, he was allergic to those certain things, and why we had to do the food challenges, which I just wish there was an easier way to determine you know, what he's allergic to, rather than having to be at the doctor's office for 6 hours. Not that I mind, not that I mind. I'll do it to find out what's going on, but it just, you know, for him, you know, getting those shots and then having to go to the doctor's office and stay there all day, you know, I just wish there was an easier way. Not just for us, but for anybody that has to deal with allergies, you know what I mean? Like, it sucks. But he's better today with the medicine and everything, so. And I washed his blanket, and then I asked him what kind of soap, which of the soaps in the shower he used the other day, and he used his regular soap, so it can't be that. I just don't know why it just pops up out of nowhere. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the time of year too. I don't know. Maybe I need to pay attention to that as well. I have to go get my car serviced this week. So today is Monday the 6th. So I'm filming a couple days earlier because it's just easier for me. I can't film and edit the day of. I tried that before and I ended up being late. You know, like, never have any problems with, you know, uploading until I have to, like, do it that day. And if I do it that day, then I always end up having issues and I end up being late. So I try to always film at least a couple days early. It would be nice to, you know, be a week ahead of time. Take this Blend Bunny brush and kind of get it on this outer V here. I really wish that my eyes were shaped a little bit differently. I'm trying, when I put the shadow on, to, like, I don't know, but my eyes, probably because I'm getting old and they're starting to droop, because they look like they're like sad pandas. And I don't like that. I wonder if Botox would help that. I mean, maybe I could just try it one time and see, because it doesn't last forever. So if I don't like it, I can just let it wear off, right? And I think Botox is probably a cheaper way than having, like, real, like, plastic surgery. You know what I mean? I think the Botox would be the cheapest route to go. I was watching The Last of Us last night. I fell asleep before the end of it. Have any of you guys been watching that show? I freaking love it, you guys. And the only reason I got into it really was because, I mean, I had heard about it, but I wasn't really watching it until I saw Allie Dawson talking about it. So I was like, man, I need to check this out, because everybody was talking about it. And then Allie talked about it, and I was like, maybe I should check it out. And now I'm hooked on it. It's a great show. Great show. And Survivor is back on. I freaking love Survivor. Do you guys watch Survivor? I like Survivor and Amazing Race. Hopefully Amazing Race will be coming back on too. I would love to do that. You know, I don't even think I would need to win. I mean, it would be nice to win the $1 million, but I don't think I would have to. What is that on my cheek? But just the experience of traveling the world on somebody else's dime. Like, what? All right, lid shade. I'm going to have to blend this out a lot because I have to work today and I don't want it to be too dark. I don't know what shade to use on the lid, you guys. It's Showtime maybe, or issue GGG. Is that 666? Issue 666. I thought they were G's. I'm a dork. That's what happens when you're not wearing your glasses, right? Maybe I'll use that one, yeah. The issue 666. And I'm going to use this bling brush to put it on the lid. What else am I watching right now? I'm trying to think. The Masked Singer. Do you guys watch The Masked Singer? I love that show. They had, what's his name, on the very first episode that was unmasked. He was in the Mary Poppins show. Why can't I think of his name? 97 years old, and he was on The Masked Singer. I was floored. You know, like 97 years old, up there on stage in a costume, singing on The Masked Singer. Like, that's insane, you guys. That's impressive. Very impressive. I'm trying to think of what else I'm watching right now. The Way Home. The Way Home is another show that I'm watching. And it's about this, how do I explain it? There's this lady and her husband are getting divorced or got divorced. And so her and her daughter go back home to where she grew up. And they're not getting along very well. And the daughter, like, gets mad at her mom and, like, runs out into the woods and ends up at, like, this pond or something. And she has this bracelet that her mom gave her. And she throws it. She takes it off and she throws it in the pond. And then she, like, instantly regrets her decision. This is a really dark look, you guys. I am really going to have to do some doctoring up on this because I can't go to work with it this dark. But she regrets throwing the bracelet into the pond. And so she jumps in to get it. And then somebody's there to help her get out of the pond. And the girl that helps her out of the pond says, "You're on my family's land." And she's like, "This is your family's land?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm Catherine Landry." And it's her mom when her mom was a teenager. So she, like, warped back in time. And so her and her mom are, like, they end up becoming, like, best friends. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a really good show. If you have, I think it's on Lifetime. Is it on Lifetime? Or is it Hallmark Channel? It's one of those. It's either Lifetime or Hallmark. I have it set to record, so it just automatically records. So if you have those, you should check out that show because I think it's pretty good show. I need to blend this out. Which brush am I going to use? I'll use this one right here. What is this? This is a BMX 466 shade brush. And I'm just going to kind of blend out the edges a little bit. But it's a good show. I think there's only like 3 episodes left. What kind of shows are you guys watching or into? Let me know. Maybe I can check them out. There's certain times of the year where I have a lot of shows that record. The Voice is supposed to be coming back on too. And it looks like they have 2 new judges. They have Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton are the only, like, ones that, like, have been on there. I miss it when it was, like, in the beginning, when they had the originals, like Christina Aguilera, Blake Shelton, what was his name? CeeLo Green, and Adam Levine. I miss when they were you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess I don't mind the different judges, but I just remember how cool it was in the beginning. It's still a good show, though. I mean, I think it's better than American Idol. I liked American Idol in the beginning, but I don't know. I guess over the years I've kind of more gotten into The Voice now. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Believe Beauty foundation. This is in Nude. I think I pumped too much. Oh no. That's the shade. I think this is a good shade match for me. I like the nude, and I think is it cashmere? I think there's like 2 or 3 different shades in the Believe Beauty that I can make work. And yes, I did grab way pump too much. I could have just gone with 1 pump, really. But I love this foundation, and it's only $5 at Dollar General. And yes, I do have like 3 backups, guys. I do. Because the closest Dollar General that we have is a 2-hour drive down to the ocean to get to it. I think there's one other one, but I think that one's like 2.5 hour drive as well. And I'm just not gonna. This summer I'll probably do it because I'm hopefully gonna go down to the ocean a couple of different times. And I'll probably see if Tish wants to go with me. I'd like to go down there and spend like a couple days, you know what I mean? Get a hotel room and stay for a couple days. Because I love being by the beach. And I don't want to drive down there and drive back. Like, I like to go and be able to stay. Or maybe I'll go down to Seaside. I really love Seaside so much. In Oregon. That place is beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to waste all of that because I don't really think I need any more. I think that is good enough. I was hearing about, like, okay, so I'm not big into drama and stuff like that. I'm just not. But I do, like, listen to the gossip, you know what I mean? And, like, sometimes stuff is so out there, you just can't help but see it at some point, you know what I mean? So I've been, like, hearing all this stuff about, like, Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez and, like, this drama between the two of them. And it's like, I just don't understand why people care so much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's their business. When I was having issues when I found out that my ex-husband was, you know, cheating on me, like, I didn't have paparazzi following me all around and stuff like that. Not that anybody's cheating on anybody, but just saying that, you know, I didn't have all my business out there, you know, for everybody to scrutinize about, you know, what I did or didn't do, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like, why would anybody care what was going on in my life? Like, even when I would make, I'm going to use my ColourPop. This is no filter concealer, and this is light 12. I think that's a 12. But you know, I didn't have, what was I saying? Even when I posted stuff about how I was feeling, it was very cryptic, and people would, like, text me, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" You know, and what's going on? What's going on? And I wouldn't tell anybody anything, you know, because I was, like, really depressed and just, I don't know, hoping that at that time, hoping that things would work themselves out, you know. And I was just really sad. And so, I mean, people could tell from my posts that I was sad and that something was going on, but they didn't know exactly what was going on. And it was right at Christmas time, so that made it even worse, because Christmas is, like, one of my favorite holidays, you know. But point of the matter is I didn't have all my business, you know, for the world to judge and everything. And, like, I don't know. I think maybe, I don't know all the details about everything that is going on, but I do kind of know that, I guess, Hailey Bieber, like, has always, for, like, a long time, had, like, this huge, massive crush on Justin Bieber. And, you know, for a long time he was with Selena Gomez. So I think maybe there's maybe a little bit of jealousy of Selena on Hailey's part. I mean, from what I've gathered, from what I've seen, it seems like maybe she's a little bit jealous of Selena, because it seems like, I think the whole world wants Justin and Selena together, you know? I mean, and there was this one video that I happened to catch. I don't know if I think it might have been on Facebook, and it just kind of popped up, where Justin gets out of the car and he, like, slams the door shut, and Hailey's, like, getting out of the car, like, and he slams the, like, I mean, it looked kind of rude. And I don't know if, like, maybe they were in the heat of an argument, but, you know, just imagine, like, you're fighting with your husband or whatever, like, because people fight, people argue, you know. And maybe he was just, not that it's an excuse, and not that it's okay for him to slam the door on her, because it's not. But, you know, they're in the heat of the argument, and he's frustrated. He gets out and he just kind of, you know, slams the door. Maybe he thought she was getting out the other side, but I doubt it, because usually famous people, they always tend to get out the same side. So, or maybe he just wasn't thinking about it. I don't know. Sometimes when you get angry, you don't always have, you know, your right mind on. And he did just cancel his tour because of that, like, medical condition going on with him right now, where there's like some sort of paralysis or something in his face. So it must not be getting better. So, I mean, I'm sure they're dealing with a lot of stuff. And then on top of it all, you have to deal with everybody scrutinizing your relationship as well. You know, like, why do people care? Why do people care what is going on in their love life? And why do they have to try and make it something that it's not? Because honestly, I feel like I'm going to use this Bizy Art bronzer that I got in a Bizy Beauty. I'm so excited. I hit pan in it, you guys. And I'm just going to put that down right here. But, you know, I can't imagine that all of this, because let's face it, guys, there are tabloids and stuff out there that do put out fake news. So I can't even imagine what it would do to your relationship to hear all these rumors and see all of this. Like, I would be, like, if I was to see that and I was with somebody and they were talking about that person's ex and how much that person loved, you know, like, I don't know. I think it would affect me, like, bad, like my confidence and everything. I just think that people need to, like, stay in their lane. You know what I mean? But gossip sells. And so as long as it sells and people are making money on it, they're going to do it. And then I was watching Abadabs last night. She was on live and they were talking about the Dougherty Dozen or something like that, which I don't even know who they are at all. I've never watched them. But they were talking about how Radiant Brit, which I've watched a couple of her videos, but I don't really vibe with her, you know what I mean? And I'm not really... There's certain drama channels I watch. Like, I love Peter Mon and I really like Rich Lux. So I watch them, but that's about the extent of my drama channels or commentary channels that I watch. But I did, you know, back when all that stuff with self-taught beauty was going on, did watch a few of Radiant Brit's videos. And I don't know, I just don't catch a vibe with her. But I guess she's on this kick with the Dougherty Dozen. And I just feel like, I don't know, like, everybody's parenting is different. And, you know, I don't understand why everybody has to make judgments about family channels. I mean, I kind of understand, you know what I mean? But when my son was young, like, social media wasn't, like, a real big thing when he was a baby. I think MySpace just kind of started coming out when he was little. And I would post, I think he was like maybe 2 when MySpace, I think maybe 2 when MySpace started coming out. And I would share videos and pictures of him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It wasn't like I was trying to, I don't know. I was just sharing, you know, like the first time he rode his bike without the training wheels. Like, I made a video of that, and of course I wanted to share it. Like, it was a proud moment. I spent, like, I don't know, 3 hours with him after we took the wheels off, helping him learn how to ride his bike. And I was so proud of him when he did it. So of course I shared it, you know what I mean? Like, because I was proud of my son. Like, why wouldn't you want to share proud mom moments? I understand not everything, but also, you know, when you're watching YouTube videos, it's just a glimpse of people's lives. It's not like you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and you don't personally know these people in real life. So how do you know where they're coming from? You know, like, maybe the intention wasn't to have millions of followers, you know, maybe the intention was just to have some fun making videos, you know what I mean? And like when I started my first YouTube channel, it wasn't even really a YouTube channel. It was just a place for me to save my videos that I was making because I was running out of room on my phone. Like I'm going to use this LA Girls brow pencil to fill in my brows. But I would go on vacations with my ex-husband and my son, and I would make videos on my phone, and then I would run out of room. You know what I mean? Like I would go to record or take a picture, and it would say that storage is full or whatever. And I was like, there's got to be a way for me to save the videos from my phone to where I have them all the time, and then I can delete them. And then somebody had said something about YouTube, which I really didn't, I mean, I knew about YouTube, but I didn't know about YouTube. And even then, I really didn't know what YouTube was. I was like, okay, well, you know, so I created a YouTube account and I started uploading like my vacation videos and stuff like that. And I don't even think it's a public channel. So it's not like anybody can see the videos, you know what I mean? It was just for me. I didn't realize until like 4 years ago that like YouTube was what it is, that you could learn all this stuff from YouTube and watch, you know, videos and true crime and drama and news channels, because there's even like news channels on YouTube that kind of does breaking news when something happens. It's just like it I didn't think it was what it was. And you know, had my channel been public, you know, and people would have started watching those videos, and then I started getting subscribers, and then all of a sudden I blew up, it would have been like, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't have been something I was expecting. So, you know, maybe when these like family vloggers or whatever start posting videos, I don't know. Maybe their intention is to grow and have a big following, but you just never know if that's really going to happen. Like, you can't bank on it. You know, when I started this channel, I had no expectations of becoming rich and famous and blowing up or anything. Like, I mean, if it would have happened, or if it did happen, it would totally be something that I wasn't planning on happening, because there's no guarantees with anything. You know what I mean? YouTube is a big platform, and there's lots of competition. Not even competition, but there's a lot of other people out there. You know what I mean? So it's hard to... it would be hard to get discovered, you know, like that, and blow up. You know what I mean? Like, it just takes one viral video. But to get that viral video is not always easy, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, when she posted her first video, did she think that, like, I'm going to become rich and famous and have 1 million subscribers on my channel? Was that, like, how would she know that would even happen? You know, there's just, I don't know. I just think people need to stop judging other people, and I don't know. It just, I don't get it, why people worry so much about what other people are doing. And they were also talking about in Abadab's live, like, how people say they're concerned about the kids. Well, do you really think you're helping the kids making videos about them? Like, I don't know. I just think that's, like, you're kind of defeating the purpose, really, of saying that you're worried about the kids when you're literally on the internet for millions of people to see how you're bashing their mother, whether their biological mother or their adoptive mother. It doesn't matter. You're still bashing the person that's taking care of them and raising them. You know, like, I can't imagine that would be good for, you know, I don't know. You're doing exactly what you're judging the mother for, and posting a video. So, I mean, I think that's like talk about calling the kettle black, or whatever that saying is. I don't know. But I just think it doesn't make any sense to post a video talking crap about somebody. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. All right, so I'm going to go back into that Scarier Than Ever and put it on the lower lash line and connect it with... I only used 2 colors, you guys. Huh. I might want to take that Wanna Play color and kind of tap that on the lid with my finger. This video is like getting super long. I should probably get off and finish up my makeup, and then I'll come back with the final look. I'll do my lips and liner and mascara. What else do I need to do? I think that's it. Are my brows looking okay? I don't know. I think they're uneven. I hate brows. All right, so we got that going on. Yeah, I'm going to get off and I'm going to finish up this look, and I will come back when I'm done and show you what I'm going to look like when I go to work. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back and the look is done. Yeah, I forgot to put some highlighter in my inner corner. I'm just using this Profusion palette. I won this. This is one of the things I won in a giveaway that I won from Riri, the Brutally Honest Beauty. If you guys don't know who she is, you should definitely go check her out, as well as go check out Kat's channel. Go show her some love. Watch some of her videos. She's amazing. Both of them are. They both have really great channels. All right, so we got that. So I used this for also my brow bone, and I just, as you saw, put it in my inner corner, obviously. For my blush, I used my NARS Deep Throat. I think this is a really pretty color. I think I need to put maybe a little bit more to brighten it up, because I think I lost a little bit of the color. Just tap, tap, tap. Give it a little tap, tap, Rooney. I think it's a pretty color, don't you? And obviously I used the Bizy Art bronzer for my lashes. Laura Geller Fortifying Lash Primer. That's all I used. I didn't put any other mascara over it. I did use the ColourPop Act Natural for the lower lashes. I used my KVD Cake Pencil for tight line. And then I used my Trace Loose Intenso Liner in Accomplished for my waterline. I did use my, this isn't item, this is, I can't remember the name of the setting spray, but I got it in an ice cream beauty box, and I just poured it in here because the sprayer on the other bottle was just, it was like a hit in the face, you know? So this is a much better sprayer. So that's what's in there. What else did I told you about the LA Girls Brow Pencil. Lips. I used my Appeal Gel Liner in Mood along with the lipstick. I got both of these in my ice cream beauty box. I use that for my lips. What else? The lower lash line. I did just use the Scarier Than Ever shade right there. And I think that was the only color I put there. Yeah, so I only used 2 colors today, guys. I used this one right here and this one right here. Oh, I did take a little bit of this Wanna Play shade and just kind of tapped it over top of it. I think this will be okay for work. I don't think I have anything to worry about it being too dark. But I love this palette. Like, is that not the cutest thing ever? I can't wait to play with it some more. I don't buy a lot of makeup, but I had to buy this one. I don't know. It's just nostalgic for me. But, yeah, that's the look for today. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. All right, I'm going to let you guys go because I got to leave for work now. I love you all so very much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you all have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. There goes my phone. It's a text from my sister. I hope if you're new here that you'll join Nene's Glam Squad. Go down below, hit that subscribe button, turn up the notification bell. That way you can get notified of any and all future uploads. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a big thumbs up, it truly means a lot to me and it helps out my channel. Lets YouTube know that you enjoy seeing my content. And like I said before, leave a comment. Thank you, Kat, for another week. I love you so much. Make sure you guys go check out Kat. She'll be linked on the end screen and down below. Her channel name will be in the title of my video. It'll say @CatBlue. You can click on that. That'll take you to her channel as well. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.